right, we got a pretty cool deal we're gonna do today. We're gonna go out with Captain Don. We're here in Palm Bay on the south side of town. We're gonna go out and do some saltwater fishing in the Indian River today. So let's go check out Captain Don and see what he's got for us. Spotted sea trout. Look how the sun lights those things up. Spotted sea trout that are in this river, they really like a bait that makes a lot of noise, like this topwater bait I'm throwing right here. You can hear that it has rattles in it. And that's a good question for you, Don. Do you think with the snook and the redfish, does the rattle make as much difference as it does for the sea trout?
I couldn't tell you. I'd have to ask the fish. On the way down here, I hit a few crab traps and some poles looking for triple tail. And now we're working these islands just off of US 1, looking for snook. Give you another push here, see if we can find some new fish. There you go.
Multi-species angling here. This is what's called a whiting. See these little barbell down there? So he's kind of related to a croaker a little bit. They're actually really good eating fish. A lot of people, they run along our beaches here on the Space Coast a lot of times. Let me let this guy go. They run along our beaches here on the Space Coast sometimes, and people come from all over to just go out and surf fish for those guys and catch, it's a real liberal limit. You catch a bunch of them and keep them and eat them, and they're really good. That's kind of interesting. Catch one back in here though. Most of the time they're out on the beach. Ah, we got something going on here. That is a ladyfish. Something's already bit off its tail. But yeah, that's another diverse species in the Indian River. Something moved underneath of it, but I have no idea what it was. Bluefish. Talk about the catching everything. Let's let Captain Don get that guy with the D-hooker.
Oh, that's pretty.
This place has got so many different kind of fish. Catch them on artificial, you catch them on live bait. There's a massive school of fish right out there busting on something. This is so much fun. You know, another thing that I've noticed, these inshore species like we're fishing for today, that scent is kind of a big deal with them too when you're using artificial lures, especially with redfish. Really seems to make a difference. There's lots of these. They're actually getting bigger. Get my hands on this guy without getting a hook in me. Look at the fangs. These trout are so cool with their teeth like that. Look at the fangs on that guy. They're just pretty with that iridescent look to them too. Just such a cool fish. In my opinion, with this mangrove fishing, like I could put a weedless bait on and skip it way in there, but if one bites it way in there, your chances of getting him out are really low. That's why I use like an exposed hook and just get it right up to the very front edge as I can possibly do. That little snook, how about that? Not a very big one, but that is a slam. Not as big a slam as we'd like to see, but that is one of the main game fish that people come to look for here. It's your common snook. You can lip them just like a bass. They bite topwater really good. You can see that they bite topwater really good. See how their eyes are so close together on top of their head? It's because they're always looking upwards. But you can really see that, how close their eyes are. That's a pretty little fish. Snook, that's a slam right here on the Space Coast. Boy, these things can fight sometimes. Old redfish. That's why these are some of the funnest fish to catch, man. These things just do not give up. But, that was an awesome trip with Captain Don. We caught a bunch of fish, trout, snook, redfish. We caught just about everything that swims. We even caught bluefish and jack crevalle, just about everything that swims here in the Indian River. That was an epic trip. We'll see y'all next time.